All right, folks. Welcome to the 12th episode of Live from the Ley Line. This is a quick little intro for you guys. Some very exciting stuff happening behind the curtain here. I've opened a Twitter and an Instagram account solely for the podcast. That's where I'm going to start doing all the posts for, new podcasts coming out, any kind of support that you guys can do for the channel. Those things will be on these new Instagrams. I'm going to be funneling traffic through my personal, get you guys to follow over there. We're also going to be starting a Patreon very soon. I bought the domain for our website. The ball is rolling, folks. All right. That's all I wanted to let you know. As always, like, follow, subscribe, 5-star review, interact with us. Tell us what you think about the show. Love you guys and enjoy it. All right, folks. Welcome to episode 12 of Live from the Ley Line.
Yes, sir.
We're taking a little time real quick. We're letting our homie Trevor get into the call. I sent him the number and the passcode, so he should be in here very shortly. Avery, how you doing, my friend?
Good, man. Good.
Awesome. Awesome. I love to hear it. And then it looks like he's showing up right now. Hell yeah. Love that you can do it from your phone. It's the coolest shit.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
the
awesome.
it's the future right now.
Yeah.
Trevor, my friend,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome. We're recording.
Hell yeah. I just want the beer. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're
Oh,
good. You
you're
gotta have
fine.
the sip.
I was actually just about to say the drink of choice for this episode is a pineapple coconut margarita.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
That
yeah. I
sounds delicious.
thought you were
Yeah.
drinking a fucking protein shake. I was like, that's gross, bro.
Ah,
You're throwing
nah.
your protein shake on
Trying to
the
get
podcast.
yoked. Leave them all alone.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody cares, I'm drinking a little Jack and Coke.
Yep. Classic.
Classic.
Where to go? Where to go? Blue Ranger.
Of course, of course.
Can't go wrong. Those orange cans
Nah.
are fucking nuclear. 9.5.
Yeah.
That's like some wine.
Yeah.
It's just
Me
a nice
and-
little get you a buzz real quick and then you're good.
Yeah,
baby.
me and my friend Matt say when you drink Voodoo Rangers, you're not drinking for anything except for results.
Correct. Correct.
That's
Trying
the
to get
truth.
toasted.
Oh.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Boys, how was your today?
Good.
Wasn't
Chores,
bad.
errands,
Hell yeah.
cooking.
Yes, sir.
Obviously a little work.
Love to hear it.
You, Trevor?
Cold. Well, it wasn't that cold. Fucking
Yeah.
just wet, really.
Yeah.
Windy. Kind
Yeah.
of annoying.
Me and Trevor do the same thing for work. We deliver packages for Amazon. So
Yeah.
we're out there whipping the vans around. And
Hell yeah.
the last 2 days, it's been fucking rainy and shitty. Like, Trevor, I don't know if you want to talk about yesterday. I know I'm still feeling a little traumatized, but
Oh yeah, I was on North Academy, pretty fucking busy street.
yeah.
And I went to pop a U-turn. As soon as I get like halfway through my U-turn, it just starts hailing, and I can barely see out the windshield. And I'm like, oh
Jesus.
shit.
That's bad
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah, it was on a part where there's an illegal U-turn too. So
Hey, maybe the rain blocked the camera from seeing the U-turn sign.
Yeah.
hopefully,
Silver linings, my friend. Silver linings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The Amazon driver that comes to my house, every time I see him on the ring camera, he's full sprint.
Yeah. Oh,
Fucking-
you have to.
Tosses it,
Jesus.
picture, and he's out.
Oh, he tosses it.
3 seconds.
Bad man. He need to tuck it in and sing it a lullaby. Yeah. You got
It's like- it's like that fucker Lucas, dude. I seen that guy one time. He came to do a rescue on me,
yeah.
and I just see him immediately. He gets out and he's sprinting. It was like perfect form. He's got like the fingers, the high hands.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just like,
point.
what the hell is going on? Yeah, I swear to God, I was like, dude, this guy is fucking trying to run a 40 to the door.
Dude, I'm timing myself every time I'm coming out of the van. I'm coming out with a leap,
Yeah.
3
That'd be,
fucking leg lengths, boom, and I'm running.
Yeah.
Keeping that.
that'd be sick if
momentum.
they had like a button, like like one of those like where it just laps itself. So you just hit
Oh.
it and then you just leave and then come back.
You
Yeah.
can see what your time, like as you're sitting in
Yeah.
the seat, you hit the button. Then as you're getting
Yeah.
up, hit it again, lap, boom.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was hitting the Terminator form.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. That's funny, man. I love it. I love it.
What
So,
are we
Trevor-
getting into, boys?
Today today's a very special day.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about how fucked up our government is
Always down.
and how evil they can be.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, though, I guess first things first, Trevor, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what brought you out to Colorado?
From San Diego, joined the military, and now I'm here in Colorado. Met this
Hell yeah.
fucker Cameron. I thought he was gonna be a piece of shit, but he turned out to be a really good roommate and a great friend.
That's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. I love it. Yeah, we actually moved into an apartment together by happenstance. It's like dorm style for the college. And so you just buy a room in the house. You don't buy it, you rent it. But you just rent a single room and then you share the living space with people.
Yeah.
And that's nerve wracking going in to share space with people you don't know. It's randos. But
Always.
we lucked out and this fucking degenerate was living there. And yeah, we got to enjoy some company.
Right
Oh,
after
yeah.
Troy left. After Troy left, it was all good. Except
Right.
for after they both left.
It was, yeah, there was a lot of turmoil. There was a couple that lived in there with us, and they were the kind of couple that would like air their beef out to you. Like they would come to you while they're
The whole
beefing
house.
and like, hey,
Yeah.
what do you think? And it's like,
Yeah.
I think it's none of my fucking business. Go
Yeah.
fight.
Aren't I right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think either of you are right. Can I say that?
Yeah.
You know what's not
Damn.
right? Telling me about it.
Correct. Yeah, you're airing dirty laundry out and it stinks. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what branch, Trevor, if you don't mind me asking?
The Army.
Army. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you ask that? It's so offensive, bro.
Hey, you never know.
He says, if you don't mind my asking. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's over now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously there's some benefits. You know, I'm sure you probably got the
Yeah,
GI
well, 100%.
Bill, and
Yeah, 100%.
now you've got a bunch of fucking friends. I'm sure that
Yep.
was like the coolest part that I would see from the outside was just the community that you had built with all these
Camaraderie.
these fuckers that you're
Yeah.
in the military with, and I thought that was cool.
There's definitely dickheads, but for the most part, everybody's pretty cool and you get pretty close.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, I'm sure a lot of times those dickheads are the ones in the front telling you what to do, which is unfortunate.
Most of the time.
Yeah. God damn it. God damn it. Well, I guess what if you had to say, just kind of like a little Cliff Notes version, do you think our government is for the people, Trevor?
Oh, I think in a different way, that maybe not a lot of us think about. Maybe what I'm trying to say is they're not always doing the best thing for you personally, but maybe for the betterment of the country as a whole. Like in
Yeah.
the future, like going to war all these fucking times is pretty stupid. Fucking owing money to all these people, just printing money is stupid, but fucking I think we print money to buy shit like aircraft carriers and shit, and who's gonna
Right.
fuck with us? So we're always gonna be secure. We might be
Yeah.
in debt, but who's gonna come collect?
Well,
Like,
and I've this isn't what I say, that my friend Cole says this, and we'll have him on, Avery. He's really interesting as well, but he's always saying that our military backs our dollar. Like that's what our
exactly.
dollar is
Yeah.
backed by. And
Yeah.
you know, it's a pretty good dollar if you ask me.
And-
if
and
the
I
best
think-
military is backing it.
I think as
100%.
long as America's kind of how it is, like everybody, like the median or like the average income is like what, like 40 grand, 38 grand or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's like top 1% of the world.
Oh, I know.
That's
I know.
just average.
I looked it up, and yeah, I've finally now I'm in the top 1%, which is so cool. Finally
Yeah,
making enough money.
of the world.
Felt it felt weird.
There's less people making over. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
sad to say, because then you look at, like, I don't consider myself wealthy by any means at all.
Yeah.
But I'm in the 1% like that, which is so weird, because that means that there's 99% of the world that is living with less than I am, you know?
Yeah.
And then I have
Dude,
the
if you-
audacity to fucking complain sometimes.
Shit is cheaper other places. Like I went to Poland, and it's like a quarter for a fucking beer. Like,
God
Yeah.
damn.
I guess in some places it probably averages out to where they might be more happy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, you know, at the end of the day, it's a business, and I like how you brought up like why do we keep like no reason for the wars, right?
Well, yeah, a lot of
every
times.
every single one, starting from
Oh
World
shit.
War II. Um, and I'm sure even that had some underlying secret stuff behind it. But every war since then has all been about money.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, fucking. It's all about securing future interests for
yeah,
Correct. A
a
lot of
lot of
it's been
people.
for like assets and resources.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think it's. I just wish they would be honest. Like, yeah, we're going here because we need their oil, but they
yeah,
frame it like
Yeah.
we're helping the people. We're fighting communism. It's like,
yeah.
but we're also protecting the fucking golden triangle of opium fields that we now have control over, and our pharmaceutical companies are jumping at the opportunity to get to work with these opium fields. But then we're saying, oh no, we're fighting communism. Don't worry about the opium fields.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then people start dying in fucking Kentucky.
Exactly. Oh man, oh, I love it. But I guess so. That was a nuanced opinion. It's like they are. It seems like you feel like they are doing what's best for the people, even if it doesn't seem like that to the people. Kind of in like a parent-child thing. It's like dad
Yeah.
seems like a dick because he's not letting you eat ice cream every night for dinner, but dad's just trying not to make you a fat fuck by the time you're 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
can't see both sides of it when you're young like that. And that might be what's going on with the government, very much so.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of World War II, because this
Yeah.
is this is an interesting topic, and I like talking about this kind of shit. But did you guys? I'm sure you know Avery. You guys know about Operation Paperclip,
Yep.
where
Yeah.
they fucking shuttled over all these. It was basically like a draft. They had they had the draft and they had the first picks. U.S. probably got first pick because we got the fucking Rocket Man. You know, but it was split between like Russia, UK, and us, and we all basically got to put in, you know, oh, what's the word? Like fucking when you're at an auction, you're putting in,
Bid.
yeah, damn it, a bid. I feel like a retard. Jesus Christ. But I might have to clip that out. I can't say that word. But yeah, so they're putting in bids on these different scientists and these different people that basically made the Nazi regime tick and brought them all over to these spots.
We've got into it before, but like for new listeners, perfect example is we went ahead and took Hitler's right hand scientist, Werner von Braun,
Yep, correct.
founded NASA.
Yep, found in NASA and the CIA.
Yeah,
The precursor to the CIA is the
And
OSS.
oh, that's fucking nuts. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you
and
know that? Yeah. He was literally Hitler's number one scientist, and when the war was over, we went ahead and brought him over, and now he's a super super famous person who's celebrated, I would say, for NASA.
I think if you
Hmm.
get a concert hall built after you and named after you, I think you're pretty famous,
Yeah, yeah.
celebrated.
Yeah.
um,
Fucking yeah.
but you didn't know about that, Bell, that they brought over Werner von Braun, because
No, I
that,
knew they brought him over, but I didn't know that he started the OSS, or that was
yeah,
what it was
I'm
called,
pretty
right?
sure that
Yeah.
was the name of
I
it, the
didn't know anything about
precursor.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people would argue that that's when a lot of government psyops started getting kicked into full gear. Like
Yeah, I
I don't know how you guys feel about this aspect, and I've been going back and forth with it, especially with how popularized it's becoming with this Hulu documentary that came out and shit. But the UFO shit, and right now it's being pushed like they want you to believe in UFOs. CIA is
Yeah.
releasing documents that there's a mothership. Really nice video on people's phones are coming out, and it's like it's very very timely. I think they want
Yeah.
us to believe in this, but that began after Werner von Braun came over and after these Nazis came over, and
Yeah.
they were in this propaganda division of the Nazis, and they were like, they probably got there and they're like, dude, you're not scaring your people with UFOs.
Yeah.
How do you control them?
My
And then
thing, my thing has always been for the whole alien scare is like way back in the day, they decided that someone creative was like, okay, there's extraterrestrial life, and when they come to Earth in these saucers, that fly and they beam things up through their gravitational pull or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My argument has been if there's intelligence out there that's so smart that they can travel, across the universe and come to Earth, I don't think it would be a saucer. And so how is it that we perfectly predicted that what they fly in is saucers?
Mm-hmm.
Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like it
But
could
that's
be it
because
Yeah.
could be anything. And of course, now that the aliens are getting popular, they happen to be in saucers.
right. So that started because I'm pretty sure because of the Roswell event. They saw
Right.
that device, and
Yeah.
then the trope of flyer or flying saucers came about.
I
Because I
get
think
you,
it
but
was
like
based
why
on
not a
something.
square?
I
They
think
have
there's a
like
bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
they have new ones that are like new sightings up the coast of San Diego, like where they do all their Air Force training and shit.
Mm-hmm.
With like
Yeah.
pills
Yeah,
and
little Tic Tacs is how they
yeah,
describe
yeah,
them.
exactly. Have you seen that? I think it's a Joe Rogan one with like David Fravor, the pilot.
Yes,
Okay.
and is he talking about
Yeah.
where he could see it and it like was right on top of the water and then it like shot across all quick?
Yeah, and it just was just there was no
Yeah.
speed, it was just somewhere else.
Well, and no propulsion either. It was
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
like it
yeah.
was
Yep.
instantaneous
Hmm.
movement. Um,
Wow.
yeah, that's very compelling stuff. But all of the UFO shit started getting talked about and pushed after Warner von Braun came and started NASA. And who knows? Correlation is not always causation, but
Yeah.
it's compelling to think about because the Nazis were very big proponents of propagandizing your people, scaring your people, and controlling them with fear. And
Yeah.
there was a ridiculous amount of UFO sightings in World War II, mostly by the German coalition or the fucking German forces.
Awesome.
But yeah, I thought that was compelling.
That's
But
crazy to think about, but could be very true.
well, and yes, I that's the other thing. It's like I want to believe so bad. I do, but I don't want to get psyoped at the same time. And right now, I'm just so skeptical. Might be too skeptical for my own good sometimes.
Yeah. So you wanted to get into a little bit of MKUltra, huh?
Yes. Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's another, you know, thing that branched from this dude Werner von Braun and his OSS that became the CIA.
Yeah.
Like that was a
Super
big
quick
part of what they
layout
did.
for the listeners. MKUltra is a document that got leaked by someone, don't know who, but it got leaked. It's a document. And basically what it is, it lays out how you can actually literally and physically hypnotize and control people through mind control.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all laid out in the document, like step by step, how you actually achieve this, whether it's through like actual, watch the clock
Right.
type stuff, or also through propaganda and just media
And
and stuff like
LSD,
that too.
drugs were a
Well, we can
huge
get into
part of it.
that too, yeah.
Drugs were a huge part. They would like a lot of the because it was a lot of experimentation. MK Ultra is like a sub project of this a whole MK fucking like project that they were running.
Yeah,
And it was
yep,
basically just human experimentation. They're trying to
yep,
figure out how the human mind works, how the body reacts to certain things, how the mind reacts.
yeah,
Um, and they were using drugs like LSD and adrenochrome to fucking juice these people up. It's written about in the documents them using adrenochrome, scopolamine, which I think that's angel dust. I'm pretty sure that's like
okay,
the government name of angel dust. Which
yeah,
That's insane.
if our listeners don't know, angel dust essentially is it's a I think they call it a suggestogen, and
yeah,
so you can if you blow it into somebody's face or if they take some, they become incredibly suggestible.
yeah,
Like you could give them a little blow, and then be like, "Hey, we're gonna go grab all your stuff from your house, okay, bro? I got a moving van. I'm gonna help.
yeah,
You're gonna help me steal all your shit, okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
yeah.
And it's like it's weird. It works in such a weird way. It's dangerous in South America. They're using it all the time on
Yeah,
tourists and shit.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
yeah,
it goes fucking deep, dude. It goes very deep, and it's just so evil. They're doing these tests. They were doing unsuspecting LSD tests on a ridiculous amount of U.S. soldiers. That when they didn't know, they would dose them, and then watch them, and just see what happens. With like ridiculous amounts of acid, way more acid than you should eat.
Right.
You know, like well over a 10 strip, and they're just dosing these people up without them knowing.
That's what my buddy did. He said he did like 20 at a time, and he never was the same.
Yeah, you can't hold on to your
Something,
faculties
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I mean,
There's,
just like even after he stopped, he just never was the same.
well, no, I know. It's like there's something that gets shifted around. You
Yeah.
know, I feel. Oh yeah, yeah. Acid's a weird one.
I'm trying to look up the name of the doctor specialist guy who was sent in to interview the guy who assassinated JFK. I
Was it
recently
was it
I
Jolly
recent
West? Was
it
it a
might have
different guy?
been. I recently heard on Joe Rogan, of course, about how after the doctor went into the, insane asylum to interview, what's his face? What's the guy's name who supposedly assassinated him?
Lee Harvey Oswald?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him or an associate or what, but they said that he went in and interviewed him and was like trying to, work on him as a psychiatrist and stuff like that. And after he left, he was like 10 times more insane.
Well,
And
yes.
so what I'm getting at is tied in, he happened to be working with the CIA and stuff like that. And so the theory is that he went in there and dosed him with an ungodly amount of LSD so that the guy couldn't remember his own name,
Yeah.
stuff like
Jesus.
that, you know?
Yeah. Well, and a very similar thing happened to Charles Manson. Like this guy,
Yeah.
I think he was very strategically kind of positioned to cause chaos and to uproot the anti-war counterculture hippie movement.
Yeah.
Like that was all part of it. They wanted to scare people away. Like, dude, look at all these hippies doing acid and fucking killing people.
Yeah.
And then boom, it shuts the whole movement down. And now you can start arresting people for LSD and shit. But it's very interesting because I don't know if it's the same guy, but it's a very similar story. While Charles Manson was in jail or prison for whatever time he was serving, this doctor, fucking, I think his name is Louis, is his first name, but Louis
Yeah.
Jolly West, Lewis, something like that.
That's him. That's him.
That's the dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
him.
That motherfucker went in there, and he was like the main proponent of the LSD experiments, like the drug related experimentation in MKUltra.
Yeah. Okay.
And he went in
Exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
and he dosed up Manson and then taught him how to do this MKUltra mind conditioning on other people. How to take the acid, but pretend like you're taking it, not take any, give all your friends some, and then control their fucking minds while they're all dosed up. And he used these skills that he learned from a fucking CIA agent to create the Manson family, take over Spawn Ranch, create a cult, and convince them to murder people, to try and start a fucking race war, to kill these, these socialites. I don't even know why.
Young people at that.
Yeah. I know, like transients, lost kids.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Trevor, we watched it together.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
know you have.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
For people that
movie.
don't know, a big theme in that movie is the Manson family and like the Spawn Ranch kids, like all those fucking creeps, dude. Very good. It's an awesome take if that's a part of history that you guys are interested in, the listeners. Check that movie out.
Yeah.
It's very good, and you can't go wrong with a Tarantino movie.
Never.
I've never gone wrong with one.
It was also pretty surprising, like the Unabomber was a part of those experiments.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a couple other serial killers, I forgot what the fucking name is, but just how many you think one of those started, like the 60s, 70s, maybe early 80s?
MKUltra
And then how
started in
many
like the 50s, but then yeah, all the atrocities that occurred from MKUltra.
Yeah, after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I know. Yeah, that's a great point. What was his name? Was it Ted Kaczynski?
Yeah,
The Unabomber's name? That's a very interesting story because he was trying to kill people that were big in the tech world because they were creating technology, and he was convinced that the technocratic age would be the end of man.
Doesn't that sound like a couple bad trips strung together on one topic?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
It sounds like somebody planted the idea.
Well, exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody fucking got him in a room dosed up with one book that said the tech people are evil, and then just
Like a
left him.
phone.
Yeah,
Every time he
left
tries
his
to
brain. Oh, it's so fucked up. It just stresses me out thinking about it because, like most people, I've dabbled in these kind of things, and
Yeah.
you're very vulnerable when you're uh, under the influence of LSD, and
Yeah.
your vibes are fragile, dude. So fragile. You got to be really careful who you do these kind of things with. Do it with people you trust, because
Yeah.
and I don't think any of the people that got MKUltra trusted any of these fucking doctors. They were probably going in for like some psychological evaluation because they're already messed up. The doctor sniffs something on him, like, I'll probably get this guy to kill somebody later in life.
Yeah.
A little something. And then he starts dosing him up. And, you know, 4, 5, 6 sessions later, with this doctor slowly, you know, trickling in certain ideas, maybe making the guy think that he thinks a certain way, social conditioning. Like, I don't know, I think psychologists are very important for people, but I also think that there's a lot of power being a psychologist and understanding somebody's mind better than they do. I think there's a
100%.
lot of control you have at that point, and depending on how you use that control, you can achieve great evil.
Yeah. Real quick, I always tell my girlfriend the movie that freaks me out the most is a movie called Midsummer. Have you
Oh
guys seen
yeah,
that one?
dude,
Yeah,
that
that's
that movie terrifies
very
me.
disturbing.
I
The
only watched
reason
it
it fr
once, and I'll only
yeah,
ever watch it once. It
the reason it
terrified me.
freaks me out so bad is because quick rundown, this girl and her friends go to Sweden, is it?
It's somewhere up there. Yeah, I'm
Up
pretty
there,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
Either
And
Netherlands and
Sweden
shit
or
like that.
Holland,
they're
something like
going
that.
for a midsummer festival, and it just so happens to be a remote group of people who are in a cult. And basically, the minute she arrives there and her friends, they're all dosed in every meal and every drink that they take with high amounts of mushrooms. And so they eventually convince her that she's like a chosen queen of
The
the
May Queen.
midsummer. Yeah, the May Queen. And so just if anyone has done mushrooms, it makes you think like if you have no idea that you're being dosed and dosed and dosed, unless you're a seasoned veteran, you're gonna have no idea what's going on.
Correct.
And you're gonna start to believe whatever the fuck is going on. So
Oh,
that movie scares me the worst because
yeah.
I've personally taken mushrooms a couple times and I can just imagine like showing up. You don't know that you're absolutely dosed out of your mind, and all these people are like, "Yeah, you're a queen, and when you turn 80, we jump off a cliff and kill ourselves." You're
Yes,
like,
dude.
"Sure,
God, that
why
scene,
not?"
not to do any spoilers, so a spoiler alert, and I'm not going to give away too much, but that scene with that first scene where there's some shit happens, because the
Yeah,
build up is slow.
yeah,
It's like slow and creepy, and you can just like feel something's off with these people that she meets. And then that scene with the old man, you're like,
you're
holy
like,
shit.
"Okay,
Like, this is wow. From there, it just cascaded. That movie is a great example of how stressful it would be to be dosed like that, and
yeah,
what it would do to your psyche.
yeah."
And that's what they were doing to so many people. Have you guys ever heard of Operation Midnight Climax?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they dose the dudes trying to get hookers, right?
Bam. They had a
Yeah,
brothel. It was like
yeah.
a whorehouse, and you would go to that spot, and then these girls would give you a drink. A fucking spell, bro. Evil spell of
Yeah,
LSD, mind altering chemicals. And they would drink it and start going crazy. And they would be on like a, two-way mirror type, or a one-way mirror, and they would just be watching this dude lose his mind.
yeah.
I hope he at least got his fucking rocks off or something. I mean,
That would be rude if he didn't.
come on, that's fucking rude. Let him finish, Hildy.
Imagine some guy goes, he likes it, he just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was people like that. They're like, dude, I don't know what was in that gin and tonic. I like that fucking brothel.
Yeah.
I met God last night, man. Oh, it's funny. I love it.
I
I
want
love
to
it.
go back. Obviously, the USA is the military power of the entire world. Um, so I liked how you said that kind of like our military is like who do we owe? Like who's going to come to collect?
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it starts to get a little bit scary because China and Middle Eastern countries and Africa and other places are starting to, come together and get off of the US dollar.
Yeah,
And so I do think that that does become a little bit scary
it does.
because I mean, at the end of the day, we'll probably just keep printing and printing and printing, and it's not going
Yeah.
to matter. But it really does scare me for the middle class, you know?
Well, the middle class is going to disappear. You either can
Yeah,
live or you can't.
yeah, exactly. So,
You can afford it. But and I guess to that point, you say, who do we owe? We owe the Federal Reserve.
yeah,
We owe these fucking banking families,
yeah,
and they're going to collect in a way that we can't even plan for.
yep,
They've already collected. They have all our gold.
yeah,
Like they've bled us of the only resource that really matters, and they've given us a little piece of paper to trade for it.
right.
But who says gold matters? At the end of the day, gold don't matter.
The Anunnaki say the gold matters.
I mean, I agree.
I was gonna mention them earlier when they were talking about fucking the pyramids. You ever heard the story of like I don't know, it was like the son of a pharaoh or the brother of a pharaoh when they built the pyramids that he felt disrespected or something, and then he left and then he went and traveled and he ended up in fucking South America. And
Yeah,
there's like these statues where like the only place they have like the feathered serpent. It's talking about the Mayans and the
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
fucking well whoever came before the Mayans, can't remember who, but the Mayans and whoever came before the Egyptians, and basically that they're the same people. And then like
Had the
how the
same
fuck did
culture.
they get all the way over here?
right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard
Wow.
about that a little bit. Yeah.
That's
And how the
very
fuck do they build a
compelling.
pyramid?
Well,
Funny
probably
you ask.
resonant fields, I think.
Yeah,
I've
funny you ask. We've got into it before.
yeah.
There's a
Oh shit.
couple there's a couple theories. One episode we went super deep into how everything is energy and therefore everything has a frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And so one theory is that when you find the frequency of like say sandstone and what else are the pyramids made out of?
It was
I don't know.
limestone.
Limestone. So you find the frequency of limestone, you create instrument of sorts that can vibrate it and it'll move.
Mm-hmm.
Like Trevor, have you ever seen how like if you take a hand drum with a hollow bottom and you put a crunched up piece of paper under it and you bang on the drum, the vibrations will float the piece of paper off the table?
No, but I
Okay.
understand I understand why I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a theory is that like they had some crazy technology that allowed them to find frequencies and move things with sound. That's a big one. Another one is that like giants that roamed the earth back in the day were able to just build it with their hands.
And those were like little normal bricks for them.
Yeah. We've got into it before. I'll tell you this, ain't no fucking way that it was a bunch of slaves that
Yeah, exactly.
use pulleys and logs to move 12-ton
How many
bricks
how many motherfuckers would you
miles.
need? That's a
Yeah.
lot of people.
You would need a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of malnourished Jews to build a fucking pyramid like that.
Exactly.
You'd need some crazy numbers, dude.
Yeah.
You'd run out.
You would.
Yeah.
You would. Your people would keel over before they could reproduce
Yeah.
fast enough to give you a new worker.
And then that's like not even like the most amazing thing. Like the most amazing thing is how they line up with the stars. Like
oh, I
Of
know.
course.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
line up.
It's just crazy that they were thinking about that back then.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
to
it's
mention
probably because
that
they
they're
weren't thinking
also
about it.
in
It was
line with
alien.
other world phenomena like Stonehenge,
Yep.
uh, you know, uh pyramids in South America.
Yeah.
They're all
Very
in
compelling.
line. Like if you draw a line across the earth, I saw a video on this. It's insane. They're all perfectly in line and they all correspond with constellations. It's insane.
So
World's greatest mystery.
bringing it back to like aliens, like what if they helped all these people build that shit, like kind of as like a hint to like look this way or something like
Mm,
that.
Totally. Yeah.
wow. Very well
Totally,
could be.
totally. Yeah.
Like, hey, look, we're right here. And if you
Yeah,
forget, it's written in
everything's
big ass
looking.
rocks.
Yeah, yeah. These rocks are gonna last the next 4 fucking million years if you don't
Yeah.
fuck with them.
Yeah, but then us
So
big
figure it out.
monkeys are like, wow, look at this big tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, we don't even let it go a step past that. It's just a tomb. That's what they call
Yeah.
it. It's so
It's an
stupid.
extravagant tomb.
I want a tomb like that. Shit.
Yeah.
That's dying in style, baby. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, what I think personally, and this goes back to our conversation, Avery, about Anunnaki. I'm pretty sure that was like episode 9 or something.
Yeah.
But that there were these entities, creatures, fucking humanoid beings that were here living simultaneously with us, giving us incredible knowledge.
Yeah.
And, you know, once they left, we forgot how to do that shit. Like, we don't have the technology or the know-how or even the understanding of the laws of our universe well enough to grasp what they were getting at. You know, because
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just too many things that are like that. Like the architecture and the pyramids, they didn't use any spackling. And this was the same in the Incan architecture. They
Yeah.
never used anything, and spackling is like shit you put in between to like hold bricks together,
Right.
you know? And they didn't use anything like that. They're all perfectly cut and they fit right into each other.
Yeah.
And they don't move. Like there was an old legend about the Incan temples. When there would be an earthquake, they would rock in place and settle back into place
Wow.
because they weren't connected, but they were laid so perfect.
Yeah.
How the fuck did humans do that?
No.
I
Yeah,
can't even
I
get a
can't
rock
even.
tower to stand up very long.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking do some shit in my lawn, and I'm worried I'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the pavers.
Totally. Totally. Totally.
Oh, that's funny, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're hiding something from us with that. I
Yeah.
think. And if it's not being hidden, I think it just is absolutely not known about,
Yeah.
you know, which I don't like to believe that. Who knows? Maybe in the Library of Alexandria, that's where all the fucking this is how you build a pyramid documents were. And now they're gone,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So there's a theory that a great reset happens every, you know, 70,000 years or something like that. And so one theory is that maybe the Egyptians advanced and evolved in a way that they were in touch with stuff like building pyramids with sound or whatever. And so the theory is, our um generation and everything, we've gone the technology route, you
Mm-hmm.
know. We're super advanced in technology, but I think it's very possible that older generations of people could have advanced in the route of figuring out how to move stones like that.
Yeah.
If great resets actually happen and the poles shift like this, it's very intriguing.
The pole shifting theory scares the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, we'll all die horrible deaths.
Dude, the guy on Rogan, he was not giving me any hope. He's like, yeah, and the planet shifts, the poles shift, it's a 90-degree, Earth will
Yep,
stand still, the wind will whip around, the
yep,
sun will cook one fucking spot.
yep.
It's like, Jesus Christ. I hope I go out when the poles turn. I hope I just fucking slip, bam, head hit, done. I don't have to be there for any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking funny. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Dude.
You guys ever heard of like fucking apparently in the Saharan desert, like where I think that's where Egypt was, right? Whatever desert that is. So fucking every I think it was like 70,000 years or somewhere around that area, like 60, 70, 80, I don't fucking know, but it goes from being a desert to being like this tropical, like
Yes.
rain everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's like ridiculous amount of water and just vegetation and just like life. It's like a rainforest,
Yeah.
but I don't know how that works. But that could speak to some kind of like advancement in that area that just changed suddenly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we don't, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there
Totally.
was a guy on Rogan talking about Atlantis, and they show you where they think Atlantis might have been, and it's like washed into the Sahara Desert, and it like almost looks like there was like the fucking shift, the poles shifted tsunami, 2 mile high tsunami, washed the whole ocean up over Atlantis, and you can see the breaking point, and it washed back.
Yeah. It's insane.
That's insane.
It's very
Imagine a
compelling
2 mile
shit.
high tsunami.
Fuck.
I can't even really think of like how long a mile is. I've tried
It's
to
like my
visualize it.
greatest fear.
Yeah, tsunamis terrify me. Water in
The
We
general.
better-
water, just the water. Yeah.
Water's scary.
Dude,
dude.
I don't fuck with the ocean. I was swimming one time when I was like 10 and I felt some brush on my foot.
Fuck
Looked down.
that.
It wasn't a big shark, but it was just like a little like reef shark. Not a
Yeah.
reef. And those ones fuck people up. I don't know. I think it was a nurse shark. Either
Sand
way,
shark
it
or
was a
something.
little
Yeah.
yeah, it was a shark.
Shark is a
Fuck
shark.
that.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Don't fuck with it no more.
Oh,
Just swim in a
no.
lake.
Yeah, fuck that. Even
Lakes are awesome.
Even lakes. Nessie.
Lakes do
Nessie's trying
creep
to
you out
get
too.
me. Water is just terrifying. The unknown. I
It
swear.
is.
Yeah.
I
You know,
swear.
there's like Nile alligators in Florida now.
Yeah. So what I know is that there's a breeding population down there in Florida now of the fucking Niles.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy shit in Everglades. Fucking pythons, fucking crocodiles.
I think the
Florida is
scariest
like
creature in Florida is the Florida man.
Yeah.
for real.
Oh, it's
Dude,
funny.
I went to Orlando once and fucking yeah, you just see like I was just driving on the freeway, I saw a fucking crocodile. It was insane.
They're everywhere.
I know.
They're literally everywhere. Florida's
And
a
they're not
terrifying place.
and people in Florida aren't afraid of them.
They think of them like pigeons.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, there's another gator.
exactly.
It's like, dude, that's an eating machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can
That
make
thing's
quick
been
work
alive
of
since
my
the
leg.
dinosaurs.
Yeah. They're literally a perfect specimen. They haven't changed one single bit. You know what evolution
They'll be here
did?
long after we fuck this shit up.
Evolution made their arms shorter because they were too good.
Yeah.
Because they were too
They're-
dope. Evolution's
Yeah.
like, hang on. Hang on.
I forgot, but there's like one. I think it might be in Asia, but there's some kind of gator or crocodile or something that fucking runs. Like they can fucking run. Yeah, it's fucking trippy looking, dude.
That
Yeah.
gator's got the cheat codes on.
Yeah,
Shit, what's it called? I just saw a video like that. They're like, don't let it confuse you that it runs like a cute puppy. You know?
yeah,
Don't come up and
exactly.
try and pet
Yeah,
it.
it's like hopping and bouncing.
Yeah.
You're like, don't worry.
That thing will,
I'm not confused with the big cold-blooded lizard running after me,
yeah, it'll
dude.
fucking close on you.
Fuck that. You just got to start running in zigzags. Confuses them.
Yeah.
So
Back-
what do you guys usually talk about on here? Is it always like a conspiracy theory or something
More
that's been
often than not.
proven? Or
It's more often than not it's not proven shit. It's just theories, you know.
okay,
I mean, a lot of
okay.
the shit, if we pulled up, like if I had some time and if somebody wanted some proof, I could probably come up with some good proof for them.
Of course. We like to format it as a conversation to make it flow more and make it more personable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I could sit down and do 10 minutes of homework and pull up names and go through stuff like that. We just like to talk, you know?
But
And I
then,
feel like
then
it
it
kinda
sounds like you're
stilts
on
the
a fucking
conversation.
newsroom.
Yeah, exactly. A presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
But
want
yeah,
this to be a panel show. I want us to be just fucking chatting like the boys, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
But ever since middle school, me and Cam have always just found this stuff interesting, you know. So we like to go into Illuminati, government,
Yeah. Yeah.
fun stuff like Bigfoot, sinkholes that go nowhere, stuff like
Stupid
that,
shit.
you know.
Yeah.
Throw it in there.
Speaking of that, have you guys seen the? Is it okay to like talk about shows? Because I've had a couple
Fuck
shows
yeah.
that I like to talk about that relate to a bunch of shit we talked about
Of
already.
course.
Whatever you want.
Fucking. God damn it! This movie From, it's on MGM TV. I was telling you about it last time I was over, but we didn't fucking have it on there.
I remember you pulled it up. Is
I
that with
watched
Idris
it.
Elba?
No, it's not Idris Elba. Fucking, it's the guy from Zero Dark 30. The black dude who fucking gives the phone to the white lady with red hair.
Fuck. Did I just do a racism, guys?
Cam, nah. Cam, have you seen it?
No.
No, I've seen it, Trevor. I've seen it. It's
Dude,
fire.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good ass show. Fucking,
these-
and they had the sinkhole that goes nowhere. You know, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That's what made me think about it.
Yeah. Cam, these people they all get trapped in a town, right? So you could be driving along the road, you see a tree that's blocking your road, and then you see crows. And when you turn around to drive away, you just end up in this little town. And every time you try to leave, you just end up back in the town. And at nighttime, everyone locks their doors and they have this ritual stone that they put on their door. because otherwise these demons, creatures, whatever, they come and kill you, and they look like humans until they
Yeah,
don't.
they're just like they're all super nice. They're I don't know,
Is the
like the
death
opening.
does the death look painful?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they gut you.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I
they
was gonna
It
say,
looks
gut
I
like
was
your
like,
a
dude,
out.
I would maybe just take the coward's way out. If there's literally no way out of the town, I would do it like the bulldozer man, just fucking armor up and just one last stand against as many demons as I could take.
Yeah, like
like
Zombieland when he's got the mags lined up on the
Yes,
counter, and he's like,
yeah.
that's the best scene, dude. That reload scene, it's better than Tomb Raider.
yeah.
Good fucking reload.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
that's a good ass show though, for sure.
Amazing. And then what I
Um,
was talking about earlier with the paperclip thing was sorry. Do you
no,
want,
go
can
ahead.
I?
Go ahead.
Yeah. The fucking with Operation Paperclip, there's a movie or there's a show about it called Hunters. It has Al Pacino in it.
We
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
that
yeah,
together, baby.
yeah, dude. That show's fucking amazing.
That shit was dope. It's got Josh Radner from How I Met Your Mother too.
Yeah, and fucking Percy
Very good.
Jackson. Forgot his fucking real name,
Yeah, I
but
don't know the real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
Percy
he's just
Jackson.
known as Percy Jackson to a whole
yeah,
generation of people.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was when we were all learning Greek in
Yep.
fucking
Oh
elementary school
yeah.
for no fucking reason.
I
yeah.
know he had like the little
And then
satyr
Percy
cheekers.
Jackson came out.
Dude, that was such a good movie. I remember when it came out, he's got the pen that turns into a fucking sword. That was the
Yeah,
coolest shit.
I
that
read the
was pretty
books.
badass.
You did?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The books I heard were better than what the movies could do. And I think that's always the case.
Oh, of course.
It's cool to see it, but the book just goes into such detail about each scene.
Yeah, like everything that happens in the movie is amplified by 10 in the books.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
My
I wish I
favorite
can
scene
get
is the
like
Medusa scene.
Yeah.
well, that yeah, that's crazy. With all the statues, you just think it's somebody
Yeah.
selling shit.
And he's like using his
Then you start
iPhone.
to figure it out. Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
Yeah,
peak
yeah.
that was peak cinema, using his fucking old iPhone to look
yeah.
at the
His
lady.
old fucking
Dude.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was quality shit. I love that.
fucking iPhone. Who owns iPhone? Is that no? That's not Bill Gates. Bill Gates does a lot of shady shit too.
It
Yes, he
was
does. Jobs.
Steve Jobs, but
Yeah,
he died.
Jobs and Wozniak, but nobody ever hears about
Oh,
Wozniak because Jobs is
fucking.
he zuckered him.
Have you heard about how Bill Gates, the owner of Microsoft, is like buying up all this farmland, and then he did something where a bunch of children got paralyzed in some other country in like East Asia,
Oh
and
yeah.
then
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh, he's always
what
doing.
happened there? Because I'm blanking on it.
Okay, so first I want to touch on the farmland because I did hear about the farmland, and dude, if you're playing Illuminati chess, that's a fucking checkmate. It's like
Yeah.
now I own all
Dude,
the food production.
well,
Yeah.
it's not. I think more than food production, if you just own as much land as you possibly can,
Yeah,
because one day people are gonna need it, and just keep that shit. Don't sell it, and someday you guys will be fucking rich.
correct.
Oh
But I
yeah.
think it's very because otherwise he would just be buying land, but he's buying farms,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's true.
running farms that are
He's
functioning.
probably buying them, and then he's like, "Hey, if you want to just work here, you can."
Yeah.
That's indentured servitude.
Yeah, or he's
Yeah.
buying the
He's
land
bringing
and
it back to fucking England.
yeah, or he's buying the land and then you can do what you want with your land, and so then he poisons the soil so that only the fucking genetically modified Monsanto seeds will grow in that soil.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit's nuts too.
That's
But
what
yeah,
I think's happening.
you asked about the paralyzed children. Yeah, it's really fun actually. This tech wizard decided that he's now a medical professional, and he also is like head of operations for, is it Pfizer
Is that what it is?
or Moderna?
One of the fucking
Is he
vaccine
really?
companies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh big time. Yeah, big time.
yeah.
Uh
How?
beats me, brother.
That
We're,
money,
we're all asking
baby.
ourselves the same thing. How the fuck is he qualified for any of that shit?
Well, so it's because the first thing he did, this is why he's qualified, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but it's because one of the first things he did once he got his Microsoft money, which first of all, he's just a nerd that can slap his name on shit like Elon Musk. He
Yeah.
bought Microsoft and then sold Microsoft. It's like it wasn't like he came up with any great idea. He was a fucking nerd and was good at exploiting all his nerd friends for their idea.
Yeah.
But he then used his money that he made from his initial Microsoft fucking, you know, rise or whatever, and he went and got a degree in medical science.
Okay. Well, we could talk about him a lot. I mean, he's huge on depopulation. He
Mhm.
thinks there's way too many humans in the world, even though there's not.
He's Jeffrey
Um,
Epstein's good buddy.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Total mega elite
Yeah.
pedo. Not a fan.
Not a fan at all. I
Not a
love his
fan.
fucking Xbox, bro. Shit.
Fuck Xbox.
It's true.
PlayStation, baby.
I am a
It's true. I
PlayStation
got
kid, but Xbox is good too. I recognize the love of both. Xbox, okay.
No, I came
No,
up on 360s, bro. And
I'm
that's
gonna
the
be clear.
greatest console
360s were
ever.
trash.
Yes, I'm gonna be
360s were
clear.
trash.
No, they weren't. It was PS2,
That broke down all the time.
Xbox
Yeah.
360,
Yeah, I had the same.
PlayStation
Oh, I had the
3,
PS2. Yeah, PlayStation
and then
3.
it was PlayStation 4. PlayStation took off after that.
Yeah.
But that 360, come on, dude.
Nostalgia.
The fuck
It was
out of
good,
my face.
especially Modern Warfare 2. It was the fucking best,
Yeah.
but it just broke so soon.
Yeah.
That
I got
would.
the 3 rings, and then I got like a used one that was fine for like a month, and then I got another 3 rings. So
I was
like,
gonna say, you guys remember the Ring of Death?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Oh
The
yeah.
first time you see that, and I'm fucking trying to load into a game, and you're just like,
Yeah.
no,
No. Yeah, it's that panic, dude. The panic
yeah.
sets in.
How am I gonna fix this? You're not.
You literally can't at
Yeah.
all. Oh, it's fucked up. Yeah.
But as for the paralyzed kids, I mean, I'm sure he literally pays third world countries all the time for all kinds of experiments, hard labor,
Mhm.
stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a vaccine he was working on that paralyzed the poor kids.
I think that's exactly what it is. I don't
Yeah.
want to speak out of school, but I want to say it was a malaria vaccine.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to say the same thing. I just didn't know. I vaguely remember seeing something related to vaccine and him paralyzing kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to know
Yeah.
what's really cool? It's actually like best business move for any dude. But then, they made it to where you can't be sued if somebody's hurt by your vaccine. So
Right.
Yeah,
now it's like
sign a paper or some shit, right?
the money, baby. They just throwing it. It's
Yeah.
fucked up. It's super fucked up. That is what pisses me off the most about all this Jacksonation bullshit.
Yeah.
Is you literally can't sue them.
Nope.
You get hurt.
Yeah,
sorry, buddy.
and in the military, they try to say that you're going to lose your job, like you're going to get kicked out with like I don't know if they're saying other than honorable at the time, but getting kicked out is not
It's some
good at any
shit.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't matter what it says at the end.
yeah, that's
But yeah,
fucked up that they were threatening your livelihood because you didn't want to take this experimental fucking mRNA.
Yeah.
It's certainly. I want to be clear. It's not a vaccine. It's mRNA gene therapy.
Yeah.
If we want to be clear with the terminology, it does
You
not
guys want to,
meet
you're
any of
absolutely
those.
right. You guys want to ask Bentley if he likes Bill Gates?
Bentley, you like Bill Gates, buddy? He says, "Fuck no." Oh, Bentley's a cutie, bro. God damn it.
What kind
Yeah,
of dog is it?
absolute golden retriever.
Nice.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah, total gene therapy. I mean, we can get in it forever, and this will be the number one thing that gets us canceled big time. But
Oh, I know.
God damn it, dude, it grinds my gears because it tore my family apart.
Me too.
To this day, have not taken one single vaccine.
Good job.
Yep.
Good job. We had a vacation to Costa Rica planned.
Yeah.
And so if I wanted to join everybody, I had to.
Really?
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
I got some Jacksonation remorse.
Yeah.
A bit.
I got a 4-day weekend out of it. It was fine.
It's funny. I fucking
yeah.
love it. That's what they were doing to people. Like, you
Yeah,
want a
just-
donut? Come get a
just-
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you want 2 days off? Go get it.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
who doesn't want
"Oh,
2 days
fuck,
off?
all right."
I'd be stupid if I didn't take the 2 days.
Yeah, just grinds my gears that it flipped our country upside down over a common cold, you know?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, and I think the mandation of it was super unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And
Came out at the perfect time.
oh, I know it did.
Of course it did.
On purpose. On purpose. It was because of that Emergency Authorization Act. And that's why they demonize things like ivermectin and hydrochloroquine.
Yeah.
Because if there is any other potentially suitable treatment for this virus, if there was a virus at all,
Yeah.
they can't get their Emergency Authorization Act. Therefore, they can't push it through and mandate it for the people.
Yeah.
Like that's a big reason why Joe Rogan was blasted so hard by CNN.
Yeah.
Is because he was promoting ivermectin, which people talked about it. I want to be very clear with all the listeners because I'm sure a lot of them have heard this. That they said he was taking horse dewormer.
Yeah.
They labeled it as a horse drug. I don't know if they went as far as to say this, but they certainly alluded to the fact that he got it from like a vet. He didn't get it from a doctor. He's just this fucking meathead taking shit in his basement. But it's like that's what his doctor gave him.
Yeah.
And it's an essential medicine on the WHO website. The guy that created it got the fucking Nobel Prize for creating such a dope drug.
Multi-billion or millionaire fucking. He went and got some horse dewormer.
Yeah, but no, it's horse dewormer. Exactly.
He's a propagandist.
Yep. It's asinine is the word I'm looking for. It's fucking ridiculous. Pisses me off. I get heated about this kind of shit because people are just uneducated. Everybody is a fucking armchair doctor now. Yeah. With no research.
It just hits home for me, especially because it fucked up my family, man. Because half of us were like, "This is bullshit. They're taking away our rights. This is all a big facade." And half my family was big on the "what about grandma" thing, you know?
Oh, I know. Well, and that's how they got you. Because who doesn't care about their fucking grandma?
Right.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Anyways, you boys dabble in any nicotine yourselves?
I'm
used to
trying to stop, but I got like maybe I was saving it for tomorrow morning when I pooped, but
that's the best. It's the best. It just clears it out, man. Cam, you're off of it, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, anyways, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. We're trying to get sponsored by Zyn.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Zinachino, Monica Lazinski. You know.
Zyn is not a sin.
Zyn, not a sin. Pure nicotine, 6 milligram. I wish they made 10s, but
it's like
dude, in Poland,
in your mouth.
In Poland, they had like 30 milligram fucking little pouches.
I know, man.
I put like 2 in my mouth, like on like right here, and you just lay there, and you're just like
floating. Yeah.
Jesus.
When I go to Europe, I always go and buy.
Then you feel sick.
The highest you can get in UK, I think, is like 15. Every time I get those, I'm floating. Let's go.
Dude, 15 sounds good too.
Yeah.
Hey.
Baby's joining us for the podcast.
La baby.
Y'all. Emerson, what do you think about fucking Jeff Bezos?
Les poopy pants.
Yeah, she actually just shit. So I think that ought to tell you. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I stopped doing nicotine. It was actually while I was working for Amazon. I woke up one day and my fucking throat hurt from hitting the pen so many times before I went to bed.
Yeah.
Like probably was drunk and just fucking chewing on that thing like it was.
Dude, yeah.
You know, and I woke up in the morning and my throat felt really scratchy and I like went to the bathroom and coughed out like black. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done. I grabbed everything, grabbed all my shit and like in a manic mood, grabbed all my shit, threw it in the trash can and I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And I'm proud of myself because I really was done. I stopped.
Yeah. Nice.
I haven't bought anything since. I'll hit Trevor's pen every once in a while if he's over, you know, but it doesn't hit like it used to because my lungs, it just hurts. It burns and scratches on the way down. You can't even get that enjoyment out of it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been done a couple times.
It's hard. And I had done that a few times as well where I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. Pack all my shit, throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
I went
a night later, I'm digging.
I was tripping and I didn't have it. And I was like, it was like the second day of like me quitting or trying to quit,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like a crackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So I
fiending,
tripped.
bro. Fiending.
Yeah, so I went another week, and then the next time I tripped, I bought two like a little Views with a 2 pack of pods,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like my last. I got like a hit and a half of this last 2 pack
And it sounds
Yeah.
like you're
because
rationing it well. You're learning. Like, that's
I
the
put it in the
first
drawer
step.
upstairs. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but
I love it.
yeah, it's gone after tonight, and then I told myself I wouldn't buy anymore, so we'll see.
We'll see. I believe in you, but also I don't know. It's not a bad thing to do nicotine. I just like my lungs were hurting from it, and like I could tell that my stamina in my lungs wasn't where I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you just got to figure out the best way to do it, and it might be
a little
Zen.
zen, baby.
Yeah.
Little zen. Zen.
So
Zero calories.
Low calories.
yeah. Pretty soon your baby cam will be able to transition medically
Mm-hmm. Yep.
without your permission.
Yep. And I really can't wait to dust the 9 off and shoot the doctor that does that. Because if they touch my kid and I don't know about it, well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do a little fucking tit for tat, and then his dick comes off.
There you go.
It's like, cool. You want to do it to kids? Let's do it to you, you little fuck.
Yeah.
Those people, I want to be very clear with the listeners. Doctors who do underage, so below 18, underage genital mutilation, which is what it is. To be very
Yeah.
clear, it's not a transition, it's genital mutilation on
Yeah.
children are worse than pedophiles. I
Yeah.
will kill you.
Yeah.
With my hands.
Dead.
Fuck you.
Fuck it, we can get dark. It's for real.
Fuck you and fuck your scalpel.
That's what my buddy you know him, Cam, but I'm not gonna say his name because you post
Yeah.
the shit places.
Yeah.
His ex-wife was fucking like letting his kid paint his nails and wear dresses and shit at school, and he was really worried about that for a while.
Yeah.
It's a
But it
worrying
wasn't
thing
like
too.
it wasn't like letting, it was more like encouraging, from what I
Encouraging?
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah. His ex-wife seems like a real piece of shit, and I think maybe that was a way to get back at him.
Jesus.
That's evil.
That's fucking dark, dude. Using the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This topic is very sensitive, I guess we can say.
Yeah.
I never know what I can say and what I can't say, especially
Yeah.
around certain people. You don't know who is on the other side of these things. And that's the scary part about the world is views are polarizing now. You're either with it or you're not. And the people that are with it are against the people that are not with it. And it's like this warfare that's being put onto the people with these ideals. But this ideology, gender ideology, I want to be very clear. It is a mental illness.
Yeah.
Okay. Gender dysphoria is a mental illness.
Yeah.
It is clarified as such, and it should be treated as such.
Yep.
And right now, it's a trend. Kids that don't have gender dysphoria are using it for clout.
Yep.
They're using it because all their friends are doing it, and in the scarier sense, they're doing it because of these fucking parents, these stage parents who are using their kids to virtue signal.
Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should make it to where fucking whatever the age to transition, that's also the age to get a tattoo.
Right.
And vote and
You can
drink.
get whatever it is, you can get a tattoo a year earlier.
Yeah.
Hell
That's,
yeah.
You know, you say that's a permanent change to your body. Maybe you should be able to get some ink on your arm before you can cut your balls off.
Goddamn right.
Absolutely.
Goddamn right. Yeah, there was a man in Canada who
I know this.
was his child wanted to transition and he was against it. And so the child went through the school and without the knowledge of the father, the child transitioned. And then this man became vocal about it, obviously, as you should.
Yeah.
And his name and his face got a media ban, meaning any news source was not allowed to show his face or show his name, which meant there was no press that could be made about it. No news site in Canada could talk about it. It was illegal for him to talk about it. he would be put
In
in
Canada,
jail.
you can go to jail. Yeah, yeah, you can go to jail if you fucking oppose your kid in any way.
And he
Yeah.
did. He
Yeah.
moved to America and was like, hey, this is fucked up. Like, I need to start talking about this. And then this liberal ass judge in America was like, oh, dude, like, you're breaking laws in your country. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And fucking extradited him, and now he's in jail.
Yep.
Because he
Jesus.
wanted to speak up that his kid got mutilated without his consent.
Yes. His child was 12 years old, by the way.
I wasn't even smart enough to fucking. I'm trying to think of something ridiculous here. I
I
didn't know
wasn't
how to
even a real
drive yet
human.
when I was 12.
Yeah.
But I can't operate a motor vehicle. Can't vote, but I can make my penis a vagina. What?
Insanity.
It's
Well,
insanity. That's
we
what
are
it is. It's
to
mental health.
we are to 8 minutes,
Yeah.
and I do have a tournament to play. So
Oh shit.
it's okay. Is there any
The attorney.
finishers we want to go on?
I don't think so. I'm all worked up now about this fucking gender ideology.
It just gets the fucking fire burning.
Dude, truly. I'm gonna start being a fucking activist in my community about this kind of shit.
Yeah.
And in a useful way. I'm not gonna go sit in front of town hall and cry. I'm gonna go to no, listen, I'm gonna go to the fucking school board meetings and we're gonna talk about it. Are you teaching
Yeah.
gender ideology? What grade does it start?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the curriculum?
Hey, Cam, have you heard in Colorado there was like 11, I forgot what it was called, but like whatever they have most of, it was like representatives or senators or something, whatever they have like a fuckload of, 11 of them voted to make, I forgot what it was called. I think it was when somebody like, I don't know if it was sexual assault or just possessing sexual pictures. Either way, it's bad. But of a minor, that it wasn't a felony offense. 11 people voted that that would not be a felony offense in
I read
Colorado.
about that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's insane.
I would
Yep.
love to talk to those people individually and say, why
Yeah,
did
and
you
just be
vote
like,
yes
yeah,
on that? I want
Yeah.
to know their reason because they might have a reason, a stupid fucking reason, but I want to hear it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just try to make it make sense.
It's not a felony. Okay, cool. I'll take justice into my own hands. I'll be Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
I'll
a
be
felony.
fucking Batman.
It's not a felony, but it's a curb stomp, according to Cam.
That's what happened. Some old UFC fighter, some fucking. He was like, I don't know if he was like Hall of Fame, but he was like pretty fucking good. And
Oh.
from Brazilian, and one of his kids, I guess, either was accused or something. But he fucking. I think he tried to kill him and he didn't do it, but he's going to
Yeah.
jail now.
Tried to kill his son
Kane.
or the guy that did it.
Cain
to his-
Velasquez, yeah, yeah,
Cain
yeah.
Velasquez. His
No shit, the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. That's
No,
fine.
he's not the GOAT, but yeah.
He was
yeah,
the
he's
goat.
not the GOAT,
He
but
was
he's
the goat
good.
in his time.
He's really good. Yeah, who was it? Someone got molested big time. Daughter?
I'm
Something?
not. I don't remember.
Cousin?
Somebody. Yeah,
Dude.
somebody in his family.
That fucking
Anyways,
makes my blood
Cam,
boil.
he ran him off the road in his truck, pulled him out of the car and beat him to death.
hell yeah.
And now he's in jail. Yeah.
Amen. I'd smile in that mugshot, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd smile so big. And then I'd go do my time like a man.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that.
Gentlemen, I need to bounce out on you guys.
Dude, that's all right. That's all right.
All right,
I'll
all right.
close it up with Bell.
That.
You motherfucker. I love chatting with you every time.
Yeah.
It's always a good one.
Absolutely.
Dude, Trevor, thank you for coming on, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I had a good time. I thought I was gonna barely make it through 40 minutes, but
Dude, we did a good job.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
conversation starts rolling and it's easy.
Yep.
yeah,
Did a whole
totally.
nother 40.
That's how we
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I love it a lot.
All
dude.
right, guys.
Boys, this was a
Appreciate
great
it.
conversation. Yes, I appreciate you guys.
See you, man.
Big back in your ass.
Big dicks in your asshole.